What's up, guys? Monster Chappie. We're back for another Madden 13 tip, and this is a good one, so you're definitely going to want to pay attention and take some notes maybe on this concept right here. And the whole idea is opposite defense. And what do I mean by opposite defense? That means you're going to either change a coverage defense into a blitzing defense or a blitzing defense into a coverage defense, kind of go the opposite way of the play, what its original intent possibly may have been. Now, as you can see, there's different plays, obviously, within every formation in the game, within every playbook. And different plays have different, blitz angles from every different dude. They have different zones. Sometimes even the same zone will play different in one play versus another play. Just really depends, especially with those outside hook zones. Some of them will play like buzz zones. Some of them will really key in on the center of the field, while others will play on the outside of the field. So, that's really one of the main zones that plays a lot different. But the whole idea here is we can minimize our setups for our plays, to get our adjustments in. We can cut off a step or two and speed up our setups by a second or 2 seconds even sometimes. And that can make a world's difference right there, just speeding up your adjustments and getting the exact same coverage. Another thing we can do is have the same coverage, but have, some of the weaker areas that are originally in the coverage become stronger areas in the coverage. Whereas like a cover 4, the middle of the field is pretty weak. But, if we come out in a play like this and change this into a cover 4, now we have 3 guys in the center of the field, and then our weakness has now become sort of a strength. Whereas in a cover 4 before, the center of the field is real weak, and that's where a lot of guys like to attack. But if you just make adjustments to different plays, as you can see, you can really get some nice results. Now, again, this is an idea you can play with on both sides of it as well. You can use this out of any formation, any playbook. Really experiment with it. Now look at the zones, especially the zones, because the zone blitzes and the zone plays are really effective at using this idea, because you can account for which zone's going to be missing or which area of the field needs to be covered. Now you can apply this to man defense as well, but I think it's going to be a lot easier when you first start to apply this to zone concepts. As you can see in this play here, we got the cover 3. Now, typically in the cover 3, you may want to, put your guys in the buzz zones rather than have them in flat zones. Now, if we were to come out in this play here, we would already have that set up pretty much. And then, we're good to go from there. And the other good thing about this is we can decide if we want to keep that blitz out there and bring the blitz from the left side in this case, or if we want to change this up to a zone coverage, sort of a max coverage look, or, not even a max coverage, but just a more coverage look, just by switching 1 or 2 guys in the zones and really strengthening up the middle of that field or wherever the case may be. Really play with this idea, play with this concept, look at your play art, study them a little bit, and figure out which, plays could be effective for you, which ones you could shorten up your setups, which ones you could do some really creative stuff with, and then you can start playing with your opponent, start confusing them. They're thinking heat's coming, and then you got coverage. They think it's coverage because you've been hitting them with the same look, and then heat's coming. And you can also apply this concept the opposite way. You can come out in a coverage and actually turn it into a blitz, by reblitzing 1 guy or something like that. Just a small difference right there can make a huge difference in how your play, outcome is going to look. So definitely use this idea, use this concept, drive it into your head. This is more of an advanced concept, so if you don't get it at first, keep working with it. But it definitely is something that can take your defense to the next level and help elevate your game, especially on the defensive side of the ball. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe for more. We gone.